sunny with a temperature of 31. It was cloudy with a temperature of 22 at Sturgis, 20 at Hillsdale, 26 at South Wayne, and 35 at Toledo. Under cloudy skies, Defiance reported 30, Ann Arbor reported 33, and Coldwater reported 25. Here is a regional view of the weather. An Arctic front will bring with gusts to 45 miles per hour today, with afternoon temperatures dropping into the teens. This cold air will persist into Friday with highs around.
It's cold out, I'll tell you that much. With that wind, it's brutal.
Also expected in southwest Michigan.
We're talking probably 0 degrees out.
Now here is the hazardous weather outlook for northern Indiana, southwest Michigan,
The
northwest Ohio.
weather radio just
For
went out.
today and tonight. Please listen to NOAA Weather Radio or go to weather.gov on the internet for more information about the following hazards. Wind advisory. Wind chill values of 0 to 10 below are expected late today and tonight.
Ooh, 10 below 0 today. Later this afternoon with this wind.
Wind chill values of 0 to 10 below are expected again Thursday night.
Oh,
Spotter activation is not expected at this time. This is a wind advisory for the following counties in Indiana: Adams, Allen, Blanford, DeKalb, Elkhart, Fulton, Grant, Huntington, Jay, Kosciuszko, LaPorte, LaGrange, Marshall, Miami, Noble, Pulaski, St. Joseph.
I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. But
Wells, and Whitley, and the
10 below 0 today and tomorrow.
Branch, Hillsdale, and St. Joseph.
It's cold out. This camera, I had my front door open to film outside, and I just brought the camera, and it's ice cold camera. Excuse me. And it's windy. The lights were flickering on and off earlier.
Southwest Michigan and northwest Ohio. When until 10 p.m. or 9 p.m.
Oh, Bendejo, yeah, I've seen what you posted on that other one, Tears for Fear. Yeah, they had a couple tunes back then. 84, 85, I think.
Especially if operating a high-profile vehicle.
Didn't they do Everyone Wants to Rule the World too, I think?
Now here is before
I was thinking
wind advisory in effect until 10 p.m. this evening. Today,
Flock of
cloudy.
Seagulls.
Chance of snow showers early in the afternoon, then chance of flurries in the afternoon.
Ooh, it's supposed to snow today too, with this wind.
Temperatures falling into the teens in the afternoon. West winds 20 to 30
It's
miles
cold
per
in
hour,
here. I had that dang door
25
open.
miles per hour.
Plus, you know what?
Measurable precipitation
I put a cover
below to
over the
400.
back of the air conditioner, but I can feel just a little bit of cold air blowing through there. Right here. And just down here at the bottom. Better make sure that cover is all the way on there. Head over heels? Yeah, I've been head over heels for a woman before, I'll tell you that much. Surely. All right, I got a couple things to do. Remember, folks, 45 to 50 mile an hour winds today. I think steady winds at 25, but gusts up to 45 to 50. We got snow. With this wind, they're saying temps will be down to 0 to 10 below 0. And for tomorrow, so be safe. Bring an extra jacket and a pair of gloves to keep in your car in case something happens. You got warmth. You know, they say put a blanket in the back of your car just in case you ever get stranded, which is probably a good idea in the winter. You know, we need to start building these cars as little homes in case you get stranded. You know, we got to insulate the cars. Why not? Might as well. Insulate them and Back in the days, the 40s, the 50s, cars were actually people's homes. They built cars for people that traveled a lot. You could live in a car back then. They even had toasters, all kinds of coffee pots inside the cars. It's 51 here, and we are suffering. Well, if you're out west in Cali, and it's 50, it's probably chilly out there for you guys. But I hear you guys are supposed to get some snow out there. Uh, I can remember being a kid in Illinois and just having 8 foot drifts of snow in October, early December. Uh, Even temperatures 60 below zero, 50 below zero. We had to walk to school in that stuff. Nah, you guys don't know what cold is. This is Chicago Bears weather. This is when we start coming alive. Now I'm going to dig my snowmobile suit out. Well, it's my skiing suit for going skiing. Overhauls. Or not overhauls. What do they call them? Things that strap on over your shoulder and they're like, I guess overhauls, whatever you want to call them. But it's that cold out. And here goes the phone today. They're bugging me. Hey, I did find out. I talked to a lady from the government yesterday. There is a site I can go to and put my name on, and it's a law against people to call uh, my phone in Indiana, which I thought there was, but people are telling, oh no, you can't. There ain't no law like that. I'm like, no, there's a law stating that these people can't call your phone number. And I talked to a lady yesterday, and she's like, yeah, you know. I let her know. I don't know. Every time I turn my computer on, I'm getting phone calls, hacked or whatever. So I'm gonna go and put. I'm gonna go to this site. She said, and I can put my name, and then I'll block all these calls that have been coming in and everything. So, but she's thinking it's probably somebody, a disgruntled person, YouTuber maybe or something, hacked my phone or whatever. Who knows? I don't know. But like I said, I thought there was a law out here. Telemarketers and unknown phone calls, no name phone calls, where it don't pop up on a. Them people are not allowed to call you. So now I got to put my name on that list, and then boom, she said all the phone calls will stop, and only people that have your phone number, will be able to call these robots, telemarketers, disgruntled YouTubers, or whatever internet people. So that's good, you know. Dang phone rings 24/7 around here, and mainly when I go live. It's like somebody's watching and they want to ruin the video with a phone call, with a phone ringing. I think from what she said, it's telemarketers, but they found a way to tap into the system, from what she was saying, and are able to call you and use other people's names. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense, because these people call and I'll pick up the phone and they'll just start jabbering. They're not even trying to sell me anything, but it's saying it's Cindy Lou from, down south or whatever. She said, yeah, they're using people's phones or hacking the system, or hot phones or whatever they call them. Pulls up, that brings up other people's names. mainly dead people, from what she was saying, or people that have had their accounts hacked or whatever. So now I got to change my phone number, she said. And she was like, you might even be getting charged for their phone calls. I was like, it makes sense. My internet bill is unreal. Nah, it all makes sense. Sure, it does. Yeah, there is a law in Indiana, Mendejo, that you're not allowed to call and harass people. And I thought it was. I seen it on the news a couple years ago, and I kept telling people. I said, "There's." I could have swore there was a thing I seen on the news that people are being. You put your name on this list, and they won't be able to call you. Telemarketers, robots, or just people that are unlisted or whatever. And she said, yes, there is. And whoever was telling you that there ain't, they don't know, because there is in Indiana. So now I got to put my name on this thing so they stop calling me. They're not debt collectors because I don't owe anybody, except for my internet, but I'm almost caught up on that. So it ain't debt collectors. I don't owe any, I'm not behind on anything, and I don't owe anybody nothing. So it ain't debt collectors. It's telemarketers and some people that got my phone number, and probably internet people and stuff like that. All I know is that dang phone rings, and then when you pick it up, it goes beep, and then someone cuts in on the line. So now I got to put my name on there and change my phone number and crap. Unbelievable. Now, sometimes, Bendejo, I get calls at 9, 10. If I'm live or something, so I'll get a phone call or something. You know, I think the latest I've had a phone call is 11 o'clock at night. So it ain't bill collectors because I don't owe anybody. You know, I, I, I don't know. No, I ain't got a cell phone or none. I got a cell phone, but it hasn't been on in 7, 8 years, probably longer than that. I don't know. I only use it. I only bring it with me in case of an emergency. It's you can call out on it. You can call the police on it, and you can use the video camera on it. So I only use it for that. Uh, it's not turned on, so. You know. But a lot of people don't know them phones that you get that you have to put money on a card. You have to buy a card and put money on it. Uh, Everyone thinks that them phones you can't dial out on it, but you can dial 911 out on it, even if you don't have minutes on it. But other than that, nope, I don't have a cell phone or nothing like that. You can only call the police. That's it, Bendejo. I can't call a regular phone number on it. It don't have minutes on it. But the way them phones are set up is you once you dial 911, it goes ahead and sends out a call. How? I don't know. But it does work. And that's what they told me too. It's you know you can't call regular residents or anything like that, but if you are in trouble, you can hit 911 and an operator will pick up or something like that. So I never use it. And it's so old. It's one of them. It's so old. It's a joke. It's like carved in stone, and it's real small and real. But I only kept it for the gold inside of it. You know, there's gold in them cell phones. Ah, oh boy. Yeah, it's pretty dang cold out today. Chilly, 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 chilly. And I really should get my skiing clothes out that I got. Bibs. That's what they're called. Bibs, I believe. Or some people call them overalls. No, whatever you use to go skiing when you go skiing, then skiing. I don't know, it's warm. We may never pass this way again. We may never pass this way again. Uh-huh. In the cold and the winter, in the rain, and the snow keep falling down. Oh yeah, she's windy out there, boys. She is windy. Lord, thanks for another day. Forgive us for our sins. Forgive us for trespassing, as you have forgave us for trespassing, whatever that means. And we go on, ask for forgiveness, and we move on. Another day. Now, what can I put on the front of this? I got some styrofoam over there. But what can I put on the front of this air conditioner to keep that cold? I mean, it ain't bad, but I could feel a slight breeze. It's very, it's just cold. Not too much. Ah, boy. Oh, God. Yeah. All right, folks, I'm going to shut this bad dog down. I got a couple things to do. I got to get over with before it gets too cold tonight. Uh, 10 below zero. Well, that's the way it used to be when we were younger. You can tell it was a lot colder back then than it is today. But here in a couple days, it's supposed to be up into the 30s, high 30s. So 35, I think they're saying. So, yeah, and with this wind, Bendejo, out here in God's country, well, you got to worry about trees falling over onto power lines. So, and we got a lot of trees around here and a lot of power lines. So, you take the chance of the power going out when it's real cold. So, I usually, when it's this cold and you know it's going to be high wind or a big storm, you always get the house, the place nice and warm in case the power goes out. That'll buy you a couple hours or so of warm weather. Hello, broken dishes. So, always prepare people just in case. Keep the house warm if you can, just in case the power does go out. 10 below zero tonight out here. Uh, you know, and I think until 10 o'clock tonight, we're supposed to have gusts up to 45 to 50 miles an hour. Plus snow on top of that tonight. So it's going to be a mess. Of course, I'm drinking coffee. So, guys, be safe out there if you can. Get that house warm, just in case the power goes out tonight, tomorrow. I think the wind's on tonight at 10 o'clock tonight out here. Wait, is today Wednesday? Yeah, today's Wednesday. So, I think it ends at 10 o'clock tonight. Um, and be safe. I got to pay some bills, and I got to stop and send birthday or Christmas money to the kids. So I will be back later, and I'm going to get my skiing uniform out right now. All right. And this is what I'm going to be wearing if we're going to get 10 below zero weather today and tomorrow. I'm going to be wearing my skiing stuff. Keep that cold air going. Good God, I hope I can still fit into it. Pendeo said, don't send any money to relatives that don't acknowledge you. I don't care. I don't care if they acknowledge me. They're my kids. What do you want me to do about it? Grandkids, you send something. I mean, this is a good thing. If you're a parent, it's money to keep them away if they don't acknowledge you. It is. It could be a bad thing, if they don't acknowledge you or whatever. But it can also be a good thing. Ah. Did anyone see that thing on Dave Levine's channel that he was talking about dark roast coffee has got less caffeine in it than light roast? Because the longer they roast it, the more caffeine that comes out of it. I don't know. Right now, I'm drinking a medium roast Maxwell House, which, Tom Petty said that Maxwell House was the best cup of coffee he ever had. He didn't even know it was Maxwell House. I don't know. To each their own. I always want to buy some of that Zakk Wylde Death Wish coffee. All kinds of my Ballbuster blend. You know, Oblin, Gublin, Deepin, Goblin coffee or whatever they call it. He's got all kinds of them blends. But, hey, Reg, and he's got $50 for coffee. No. But, oh, man, what a day. What a morning. All right, I'll be back later. I got to get this day started. I got to get this day started. I don't know a thing that I'm doing. Only echoes in la, 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 echoes in my mind. Wasted away again in Margaritaville. No, God. I can hear that wind blowing around out there. My birdhouse or my bird feeder is just going in circles. Looks like an alien spaceship. Should record it. People be like, it's an alien spaceship. All right, I got to venture out into this cold for a little while here. I'll be back later. Yeah. Any new word on the COVID pill? I hear they're coming out with a COVID pill. Instead of getting a shot, you just take a pill. Which is, hey, that's great. I don't like needles, so if they can give me a pill, I'm in. Pendejo, we ain't got $20 for a cup of coffee. That's for you rich people out there in California, eh? And all the movie stars and everybody around there. Well, sure, it probably tasted good. COVID suppositories. I'm in. Hey, if they don't have to come at me with a needle, I'm in. Suppository or just a regular pill? No, it's a little red pill capsule. I've seen it on the news, and it's in the works of a COVID pill. You just take the pill instead of the shot, which makes sense because then it works from the core of your body, which is your stomach, you know, and then it goes absorbs into all your. Man, it might work. I don't care. I'll be the first one as long as I don't have to stick that 4-inch needle in my arm. There's no need for a 4-inch needle for a COVID shot. I don't understand that. I just don't understand that. I don't like no 4-inch needle coming at me, but it's just a COVID shot. Yeah, with a 4-inch needle, it looks like a railroad spike. You got to come at me with that for a COVID shot? I don't think so. I'll wait for the suppository to come. All right, folks, be safe. Signing out at Johnny Kramer's Great Outdoors at JK 101 FM. Sirius Radio. Good God, do these people got to call me right in the middle of a commercial break? The idiots. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Be safe.